This video is just artistic expression. It's just me acting. I'm just having fun. I don't really mean any of it. The sort of things I have to deal with in this reality that 99.99% of people have no idea about. Like earlier, I went to this place. They were selling coconuts, and I was like, okay, can I have 3 coconuts, please? I just wanted to drink them. And they opened them, but as they were opening them, they took them around the corner where I couldn't see what they were doing. And they were like, yeah, take a seat outside, please. And I was like, no, it's all right. I just want to take them with me. They were like, no, take a seat. They insisted. She insisted I take a seat. So I was like, all right, I'll take a seat. And I took a seat, and then I waited a couple of minutes. They brought the coconuts over. 2 of them were fine, and then one of them was clearly, I've drank a lot of coconuts. You can tell when someone's done something to it. And I drank the 2 that were fine, and it's like, yeah, cool, they're fine, they were good. And I knew there was something up with the 3rd one, just based on the water level, and you could just you could see. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna drink it anyway. And I drank it, and it was tap water. They had emptied out the coconut water and filled it with tap water. And you might be asking why? Why would someone do that? It's because when they know who you are, they will do things to keep you on their radar. And if you know about if you know about this reality, you know that the tap water's got things in it that keeps you on the radar. So that's what they did. They filled it with tap water, and I drank it, and I was like, oh, great. So that's the kind of thing you have to be vigilant about. Most people have no idea about that. You have to be like I won't leave my food. If I buy food, I'm not going to leave it out of my sight. Because they just mess with it. They do. Every time I leave food around them and leave it for a couple of hours, I come back to it. This has happened every day, and I don't do it anymore because it kept happening. I come back to it, and it just tastes like chemicals. I'll leave some fruit or anything down on the desk, and then I'll go out for a couple of hours and come back. Oh, surprise, surprise, it tastes like chemicals. And every single time I get a piece of fruit from the same vendor, the same market, and don't leave it in the place where those people are, where they can get to, the people who know who I am. Basically, if you get awake in this reality, or say awake, but I don't know how to explain it, but if you are on the radar, that's why you have to keep moving. Have you noticed how all the people, if you watch TikToks, you'll notice that there are people who call themselves God's people. And have you noticed how they're weirdly elusive? You don't know where they are. You never know where they are. They're always in a different place. They won't tell you where they are. They won't tell you where they're going. And that's why, because once you're in a place and then they notice who you are and they recognize who you are, they just start fucking with your food. They put you tap water in your coconuts. Just stuff like this. Like I said, most people have no idea about that. And to most people, that's just going to sound like paranoid delusion. But it's not. It's very real. And that's the kind of thing that happens. And that's why you have to know how to close your energy field. So you can kind of practice closing your energy field in different locations until you master it, basically. And that's when you go to the actual location that you actually want to be in. Because then when you've mastered it, you won't have that problem. So if you have any problems, I know people deal with that kind of thing all the time. It's because of your energy field. You need to learn how to close it. And because it makes you invisible to them. So when you do that, and I'm still practicing it now, so I'm not a master of it yet. And that's why I get people putting tap water in my fucking